Hey YouTube, today we're looking at a viewer submitted battle of a team that is not super meta, but is actually very well built for potentially not having a lot of meta Pokemon, right? So we are at level 50 right now, XL League. So if you don't have a ton of Pokemon, you may need to use some of these other Pokemon. So Gyarados is one that I've showcased before and they used as a safe swap in this because I think the safe swap works well with this team. And the team is Shadow Magnezone and Machamp on the other side. So basically it's a cover your weaknesses with the safe swap. And that's why I like it. I like these balanced teams, right? You're going to be weak to fighting and ground with Magnezone, which Machamp should deal with those pretty well. And then Gyarados is your safe swap, and then Machamp is going to be weak to Fairy, which your Steel should deal with that. So that's a thought process. I also like Shadow Magnezone because there are Gyaradoses absolutely everywhere in this meta. So having something that can just one-shot that is great. Decent lead here. It's kind of tricky because, so going for the Wild Charge right away, and then I'm guessing Bail. I was about to say, you play one of two ways. You either throw the Wild Charge right away and Bail, which that lands. It still does neutral, right? Steel still takes neutral. So that is a almost one shot, but that is great to see. Gyarados safe swap. And then, yeah, you just crunch here. If they so they shield. I was about to say, oh, defense falls, so you may just want to go Aqua Tail now. Once the defense falls, you can probably just go straight Aqua Tail. I'm looking at this 39. Yeah, so it's not, 3900 is not a fully maxed out Dragonite, which I think helps here. Gonna commit the double shield, which isn't terrible because you have a move coming out. So that this will KO the metagross if it comes back in. Threw blindly into a, yeah. So I don't think metagross could have KO'd you right away. So you don't need to throw that right away. Ooh, but you have a significant, I just looked at this. You have a significant advantage, 3800 CP versus a 3400 CP. So should be okay here. Common Magnezone. Oh, I guess they did have a move right away. So I guess you kind of did need to throw to a certain extent. Get hit with the Earthquake, which is fine. Because I think Machamp could just sweep right now. Because Machamp should be able to take any move from a Dragonite. I just go straight. I was going to say, I don't even know if you need to throw the counter because they have a shield. You may just be able to go straight counter down here to win the game. Because Aqua Tail, if they have it, is probably only going to do like to 50%. Not even, yeah, I was about to say 3400 is, they can't do much. So yeah, when your opponent's that low, just go straight counter there. Mirror match lead, but again, look at the CP difference. So you are lucky enough that you have these level 50 Pokemon, it looks like, or at least close to, and your opponent is not. So you take a Wild Charge, they're going to bail. You're going to throw, like, do the same thing, throw a Wild Charge back, and then go into Dragonite. Or not Dragonite. Gyarados. Grab one shield. Now, yeah, you just crunch. Meteor Mash does not, full HP, like CP, metagross, which 3811, I don't think that is. Only does about like 50, just over 50%. So yeah, it takes two, so you can live one with ease. Now, I would shield this one. At this point, I would just fully farm down, quite honestly. Yep, they're not going to get to another one, so you just come up with a bunch of energy. Even shields, up energy. The Magnezone comes in. Crunch here. Yeah, I guess you could get to an Aqua Tail anyways. I was going to say, if you only get to like one crunch or two Aqua Tails, I'm throwing two Aqua Tails. If you can get to an Aqua Tail and a crunch, like maybe throw both. I'm still, that's one thing I got to learn more about the stab versus non-stab damage and what it does. So calls the bait, and this game is over. Beautiful. This is where we want to see the Gyarados. They've got to get out of here immediately. Okay. They should be getting out of here immediately because they tried to catch on Snorlax. That's fine. Yeah, absolutely throw this and then dip into your Machamp. And your, whoa, come on. This is Machamp's time to this is, I think that's just you being so used to going into the safe swap. Machamp obviously is the best answer because it is normal, and counter will do super effective. So I would come in Machamp unless you think they're like running an ABB style team week 2 fighting in the back, because that could be the case. They could be running Snorlax and like Mamoswine. Gyarados on the lead will beat the fighter. It could be an ABB style team, so this could just be smart recognition. Get to the crunch, yeah. And then you just let this go and then come in with your Magnezone, and then you'll have good alignment, which may be an ABB style team, so we'll see what they have in the back. I may shield, yeah, your Shadow, so I really don't want to take a crunch here. And it is a Dragonite, so much for that ABB style team. What do you do here? Throw and then bail and try and get a Rock Slide off? Because you can probably live one Dragon Claw and then just do a bunch of chip damage with the Rock Slide, and then if you need to Spark down for the win and have a move coming out. Because this Rock Slide will still do super effective, and that's why I like kind of like Machamp, right? Because Machamp, you have the counters for your steals, Excadrill being the main one, Magnezone. You're neutral against metagross, going straight counter because it's half steel, half psychic. And then you have the Rock Slide for Gyarados and Dragonite. And you do like okay against Garchomp too, just going straight counter cross shop. So if you have a level 50 Machamp, it's not the worst. It still takes 2 Rock Slides to take out Dragonite and Gyarados, which is just like between the Dragon Breath damage, you may just get outpaced there. So just keep that in mind. This is interesting because it's a really tough lead. You 100% have to go here into your safe swap. That Excadrill is not powered up because one Rock Slide fully powered up does about like 75%. You can live one no matter what, which is fine. Which I always let the first one go as well. Can we get to move? Beautiful. They're running double ground, so this is tricky. But it looks like this is Dragon Tail. So you come in and just Spark down, or you just come in with Machamp? Yeah, I think you just come and Spark down. I think you have to sacrifice this, quite honestly. Yeah, I agree. I think Machamp is your win condition. I think that's good recognition because you're going to beat this in the front. You just got to hope that it's something like this in the back. Yeah, they're probably thinking like Metagross, great situation. It's not a great situation because you still take neutral, and these counters, cross chops are going to come real fast. So they just may try and be full farm down mode here. I think they may want to start throwing to try and grab some shields off you, but in the end, I think you're going to be okay. They try and catch. Okay, this is going to do a bunch of damage. Yeah, and then you just counter down. Or no, you cross chop down. Yeah, well played. Really, really strong recognition that like with double ground on their team, you just need to sacrifice and hope for the best in the back. Like you could have met with a fairy in the back and then you just would have lost, but that's not much you can do about that. So speak about fairy, this is where you want to see it in the lead. They are not leaving, which is very surprising. Mirror Shot is super effective. It's such a bad move, but it is super effective, so you just may want to go Mirror Shot. Moonblast still does 50%, which is interesting because that doesn't even look like a powered up Floria's. So that is just the damage that a Shadow Magnezone takes, and that's the only kind of weakness with Magnezone is a pretty glassy. But double, as well say, now you kind of have to shield because you're going to have to, a Moonblast would take, oh, it's just a disarming voice. I don't know counts either. So yeah, stay in this. Going right for the Wild Charge. I was about to say, I don't think they can lick down, and again with the Gyarados safe swap. You love the Gyarados safe swap. So there's one of two ways you could play this matchup. You could have either, what I would have done personally is, and they catch on a Gyarados. So great catch by your opponent. I want to see if you can get out of this. Oh, it's a Waterfall Gyarados, so you're definitely going to win this because this takes a while to add up. You still have Magnezone left, stuff like that. How I would have played it, and I don't know why they're not. I think they're assuming that their Snorlax is going to sweep, but no, it's not going to sweep against a Machamp in the back. Especially so low already. Like you can probably just like Dragon Breath and Spark down. Never mind, just counter. Anyways, how I would have played that. Good lead win. I think just going straight Mirror Shots was right. I think the shield was right. I think how I would have played that is I would have almost gotten to 2 Wild Charges and thrown back to back there to force a shield or just take it out. And then once your Magnezone goes down to the licks, come in with your Machamp to get the counter, and then you would have had alignment in the back anyways. Not that it mattered in the ending, but that's just how I would have played it out. Anyways, thank you for this mission. Again, I think the meta in the higher levels, like around my like legend range that I'm at, is very much Dragonite, Gyarados, Metagross, Excadrill, Florges, Snorlax, Garchomp. That's it. Essentially, it's a very, very small meta. So Magnezone and Machamp, I do like them as a combo. If you don't have the main meta and you want to play, this combo with the safe swap works, right? Magnezone on the lead, I'm basically only leaving to excadrill, and like a counter user like Machamp. Those are the only ones I'm really leaving to, and I would go into Gyarados as a safe swap if I saw those on the lead. Otherwise, I think playing out. I like how you wild charge and bail a lot. That's probably what I would do. Is the only difference is I probably would build up to either bank energy or have like back-to-back wild charges. I think that's the only difference I would make there. And then again, Snorlax is normal typing, Machamp is a fighter. Exploit that matchup all day. Anyways, thank you for the submission. If you want to submit your videos, I got at least a couple submissions, one on the weekend that just passed, and this one and another one coming tomorrow. So appreciate the submissions. I will, again, if you send me them, I'm probably going to showcase them this week. And if you do send me them, because I haven't had a couple that sent me a link, but they didn't give me access to it. I need access to the link if you're going to send me that. So I appreciate that. So thumbs up, comment, and subscribe if you're new to this channel. And I will see you guys in the next one.